Do you think the current national Tier 5 lockdown, the strictest in our history, is the solution to the virus, and why? Second, do you think the long-term death count due to lockdown will be bigger than the short-term amount of lives we are told are being saved by our politicians? Third, does lockdown cause depression or mental health issues that will hurt us more in the long term? And are you suffering too? If so, tell me how and why. And finally, do you think we need new leadership, new vision, and new ideas to take us into a new direction? I want to hear from you right now. I want to hear your answers. And after that, I really want to tell you what I have planned and what I have in store. Some incredible comments coming through here, and I want to just get through most of them and then wrap this thing up. We've got Angus Rhodes, 2006 on Instagram, says, Brian for mayor, thank you so much. I appreciate you. James Manning on YouTube says, quote, go on, Brian, top man, proper freedom fighter. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. I love you guys. Thank you. You guys give me so much strength that you have no idea. So I really appreciate that. Every comment makes a difference. Every person that stops me on the street and thanks me, every person that shares a video, I appreciate all of you. Abdul on YouTube says, quote, Brian Rose talking the hard talk. It's true, I am. We've got to be honest. You need a politician that gives you the hard answers. When I'm your next mayor of London, I'm going to tell you my decisions will cost lives, but I'm going to tell you my lack of decisions is going to cost more lives. We need someone who can be honest with us. And that's what I'm going to do with you. Kim Sanders Vox on Instagram says, quote, well done, Brian. Regards from Germany. Thank you so much, Kim. Flowers and Fiore on Instagram says, go, Brian. We got Chell Sahantas on Instagram saying, I appreciate you, Brian. Thank you. I appreciate you and everyone out there. I got Shay Yoga on Instagram says, quote, London is dead. Without you, there's no hope. Thank you, Shay. I think you're right, honestly. And you know, the odds makers are saying it. I'm the only chance we have for not suffering through 3 more years of this madness. Imagine that. 2023, 2024, and you're still in lockdown. That's what you get if you don't get out there and vote for me. What else? We've got Erica Hollyfit says, I wish you were leader of the UK. I appreciate that, Erica. I think the changes we make in London will change the rest of the UK. So I appreciate you. Erica Reck on Instagram says, quote, go on, Brian, show them. Let's show them together. Let's do that. K33 on Instagram says, quote, yes, amazing. Thank you, Brian. Thank you, Kay. Brooke S. Series on Instagram says, quote, Brian, you are amazing. Thank you for doing what you do. You have an amazing perspective. Thank you, Brooke. I appreciate it. I'm just bringing the science and the data. It's not complicated, just no one is talking about this stuff, even though it's right in front of our faces. So thank you, Brooke. And Jacone on Instagram says, quote, 2021 looks good with you as mayor, and I agree. I'm so optimistic for this year because we can make quick decisions and get results fast. Look at my policies. 50,000 new homes by Christmas of this year. That's what I'm promising. And I've already got people working in the background, top-level architects and developers that are going to make it happen. All right, announcement coming soon. Let's talk about mental health challenges, and I appreciate you all being honest about what you're suffering right now. We got Sarah Newell, 157 on Instagram saying, I've been told I can't work due to my mental health, but barely afford to feed my family as half my money is taken from me. Feel like such a letdown. And Sarah, I appreciate you being honest. Sarah, it's not your fault, okay? It's not your fault, all right? So you've done nothing wrong here. All right, your government and your elected officials and your politicians have failed you. They have put you in a difficult situation where you can't leave your house and you can't go to work, all right? So I need you to stay positive. I need you to focus on daily tasks, all right? Try to do something that's effective, try to serve other people around you, and try to move forward. That's the best thing we can do right here. Have hope, and let's get some new leadership in place, all right? I appreciate you. Stay strong. Kim Kimio on YouTube says, quote, I am drinking more, I feel lonely, I am going crazy, and I don't feel good. Kim, oh, that's really hard to read. I know I've been there. I've been in that dark hole. I've been in that hole of addiction. It's not a nice place to be. I will tell you this, there is a light at the end of the tunnel. I promise you. I've been in the darkness and I've seen the light as well. All right. A lot of people are drinking more. They're in these lockdowns. They figure, why not? I got nothing better to do. There are better solutions than drinking. There are solutions to the mental health crisis. You can call the Samaritans. You can reach out to people. And we can also fight back and end this ridiculous lockdown. We've got to move forward. We've got to help each other. I appreciate you talking about this. Reach out to a friend. We're going to find you help. Reach out to the Samaritans. They are excellent. And stay positive and find a solution. I've been there, all right? And I thought I could never get over my addictions, and I did. I did it by staying positive, by serving others, and by finding solutions and finding a daily practice that served me. So I'm confident you can as well. Stay strong. Simon Carter on YouTube says, quote, life has been exceptionally difficult. I'm told by my carers to take walks. I'm too bewildered by the outside. It's foreign to me. Outside is like a bad sci-fi movie. Simon, I totally appreciate that. When I go out on the streets, I'm like, this is like a bad movie. It is. And everyone says, take a walk. That's not the solution. Our special advisor, Nick, was flabbergasted when the government said use baked bean tins to work out at home. He said, this is not a solution. The solution is to stop the lockdown. That's what we need. And so I appreciate what you're going through, Simon. We are going to find a way so you'll have more options. All I can say is take every day one step at a time. Find people to reach out to. Find a physical practice. Find a mental practice. Find a way to stay positive. And then tell your leadership how you're feeling and tell them that this isn't acceptable. Email your member of parliament. Write your mayor. Write your local council and say, I don't agree with this. This is driving me crazy. Very important to do. Monica, 82, on Instagram says, quote, soon it could be too late. I lost a friend who committed suicide last year and few who attempted suicide. We need change. Monica, I apologize. And I'm sending you our condolences. No one wants to lose someone to suicide because we all feel responsible because we are responsible. And our leaders should feel responsible. They have to take responsibility for this increase in deaths. We've got to stop this. Monica, let's send this message out to our leaders. Let's stay positive and let's fix this situation. Miss Louise Woodley on Instagram says, quote, get the gyms open. Why is physical health being ignored? I couldn't agree with you more. And our friend Nick Whitcomb in the North is a champion of this, and I back him 100% on this. We've got to get our gyms open. We have to admit and understand that they only are responsible for 1.7% of COVID transmissions, and yet they're one of the first things to go during lockdown. They should be the one thing that stays open during lockdown. If they really cared about our health, they would do that. But they're focused on another metric and another agenda, which has nothing to do with our long-term health or economic survival. We got Isabel Little on YouTube says, quote, like so many others, I haven't met my grandson yet. Wow, that's hard, Isabel. She goes on to say, I live in England, they're in Scotland. I'm so sorry, I couldn't imagine that. I couldn't imagine. We've got to stop this. Children and grandparents and all of us need human connection, and we need to have the right to choose if we want to take the risk for that connection. We all have the right to choose right now what to put in our bodies. We can drink, we can smoke, we could jump off a building right now if we wanted to. And yet we can't choose to leave our own house. We can't choose to provide for our families. We can't choose to send our children to school. Does that sound right to you? Doesn't sound right to me. Let's change this. True Tennis 365 on Instagram says, quote, got worse when the gym shut, now depressed most days. I couldn't agree with you, True. That's why we want to get our gyms open right away, and we want to make sure they never close down. They're an essential part of our health service. They're an essential part of our national health, and we need to make sure they stay open, and Nick Whitcomb has been talking tirelessly about this.